When Shannon was down, we got to go and visit our
Oh,
beautiful
mm,
acting professor,
yep,
Gretchen Connie. And
yes.
yeah, it was such a lovely experience.
It was so magical because, you think about a time in your life for us, when we went to grad school together, and it was really special. When you go, like for us, acting grad school, we were like a class of 12. And I may have one or two numbers, former grad school friends. If you're like, the number was 11, I'm just going to loosely say 12. But there were 12 of us, it felt like, or maybe give or take a number. And selected in the whole country to be part of this class. And it was, you really go through so much together. And the experience for me, for Jennifer, was really special, really impactful in your life. And this teacher was incredibly impactful because she was so curious about life. So circling back to me saying, I don't know what those words mean, and Jen going, maybe we could make some ideas and go, like, define what this word means to you. This professor was the epitome of curious
Mhm.
and asking questions. So they are now at this place in their life where they are in a home for, and I think there's like, was it 6 8 women, Jen, who lived there. And when we saw her, like, we were like, oh, so beautiful. But she had not lost that thread of curious.
Mhm.
So one of our favorite stories about Gretchen is that she was burgled when we were in grad school. She was burgled, and somebody, like, as she was opening up her car, her garage in Los Angeles, somebody ran into her garage and said, give me everything you've got. And she said, Gretchen goes, and she tells the story to us, she goes, I asked him, what do you want? I'm not giving you everything. Specifically, tell me what everything is. Which threw the burglar, right? Like, if you were burgling somebody and you're like, it's a stick up, give me everything you've got. And maybe they've got a gun or maybe they got a weapon. And you go, well, tell me what you want
Specifically.
specifically. And I'll tell you if I've got it. Right. So he goes, it frazzles him. And he actually says, give me your jewelry. And she goes, what jewelry? And he goes, your rings. She says, what rings? He goes, that one. And she goes, which we all thought was hilarious, she goes, not my mother's ring, you can have this ring. And she takes off her wedding ring and throws it out of the garage, and he runs for it. As he runs for it, she shuts her garage and calls the police. But what an hilarious, but also like amazing story to go, what do you want from me?
Mhm.
You tell me specifically what you want. She never assumed anything.
No.
And that curiosity is what grew us into the performers we have. She was like, do not make any assumptions, ask questions.
Mhm.
So fast forward to our beautiful visit with her. She's like, I think Jen and I were like talking, and we were like, well, she goes, where do you live? And we go, well, Shannon lives here and Jen lives here. And she goes, and what? And in my head, I'm thinking, and nothing, and ellipses, like, and dot, dot, dot. I don't know. I trailed off. I don't know where I was going with that. But her brain was still, she did not remember us. She didn't even remember what she did. Like, she didn't remember her career, but she had held on to that truth of curiosity and asking questions. And so she kept asking us questions. And if we were vague, she would ask for specifics,
Mhm.
which kind of threw us because we hadn't been there in how many years? That
Right.
was grad school where you would go, I'm fine, and and she goes, you know what?
Mhm.
That's what she would have said to us in grad school. And you know what? What?
Yes.
What's the rest of that sentence?
Yes.
You're fine, and what? What does fine mean?
Which brings us right back to the very beginning, right? As a
Damn,
leader,
we're good
how can
today,
you
girl.
get specific, or not even as a leader, as a person. Like even when I told her, you were one of the most impactful people,
Yeah.
teachers in my
Yeah.
life. And she said, I was. And I was like, you sure were. And she was like, that's good to hear. And I was like,
Right.
that's all we want at the end, right?
Yeah. We want to have an impact, but we want to have self-awareness and we want to have impact.
But you're only going to have an impact if you look within and not
Mhm.
focus outwardly. Because when you
Yep.
focus within, you're going to model outwardly.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Beautiful.
As I dramatically sniff.
I'm
Oh,
writing that down.
Mahoney,
Happy birthday, babe.
happy birthday.
I love you.
I love you.
It's good.
Thanks, Pops.